Alright, so this is Enlisted. Hopefully. Hopefully my mic is working. Hopefully my mic is working. Let's see based on the distance I'm from. Distance 1, distance 2, distance 3. Okay, so it's working fine. Alright, so it's working fine. Alright. Okay, so before the last video, I don't know what the hell was going on, but apparently I couldn't record my voice because what I did is I reset my system and put it back to default in order to get rid of some questionable stuff with regards to other games, because that's what you typically do. One is to speed up the system a bit, and the other is to get rid of problems that might pop up, such as bugs and stuff with regards to another game. So I have to do this one all over again. This is the game Enlisted, and I'm doing this for Thanksgiving and for Veterans Week. Veterans Day was yesterday, which was holiday, but this is Veterans Week, and for this entire week I'm going to be playing just this game, Enlisted. And after this, next week and the following week, I'm going to finish up Devil May Cry. And when Thanksgiving pops up, I'm going to play the Assassin's Creed, or Assassin's Creed 3, the one Connor. But I'm not going to be playing Connor. I'm going to be playing Liberation and the DLC, which is the Tyranny of Washington, because I already did Connor stuff. So typically that's the only game I know that deals kind of around the time of American patriotism, or American patriots, which led to certain amendments in Constitution and so on thereafter. I believe in Assassin's Creed it was before the Revolution. It definitely was before the Civil War. Could be wrong. Or during the time period, but either way, I usually do that because that was during the period for when Thanksgiving became a thing. I believe it was during the early 1800s. That's when Thanksgiving became a thing, and of course, Assassin's Creed is set in the 1800s, 17 something. I believe the military, also Veterans Day, for certain military, their origins also were in the 18th century. Certain specific origins were in the 18th century. I know for our army, that's probably was in the 17th century, but for our Marines and our Navy, that's probably was in the 18th century. Moving on forward, so I'm gonna actually have to do this all over again. So this game is pretty good. However, I would say my bitches and gripes with regards to the game, this is a pay-to-win game, and it's clearly play to win, because if you go in combat and someone keeps carpet bombing an area with a plane or something like that, or tanks, or multiple tanks, or be able to see certain things and capture a location, and you, Joe Schmo, just started the game about a week ago, or 2 days ago, or a day ago, you're now fighting with people who've been playing for quite some time. So there's, just like Blacklight Retribution and just like For Honor, this is pay to win. Whoever's willing to dig into the pockets to have better stuff, they could bring that shit into combat. But like, that's where the imbalance with regards to gaming comes about, because there are people who are playing this game freely and earning it the hard way, and those who are earning it the easy way by just paying for it. It's free both ways. But when you pay for something freely so you could get better weapons, better stuff, it's mostly when you do that in order to versus the environment or versus monsters and stuff. not versus other players. Because when you versus other players and you use bought stuff and earn stuff or stuff that you didn't earn, then you will have a significant balance or advantage over your fellow players because they're much weaker than you are. They're not like a boss. They're not like a game mode where you have to be certain strength, and so you could just purchase this and stuff in order to give yourself a type of balance against the boss that requires a lot of strength or to make a mission easier. They're players who are simply doing things the long and hard way. Obviously, you would die much more to someone who's pay to win than someone who's not pay to win. And that's the sad truth about it. You have to earn your stuff in a game that's pay to win. With regards to lamos, the long way and the long and hard way, they will always win. You will always be defeated. And it's a bad thing because you know they didn't earn their shit the right way. They sped up out of their pockets. And the company obviously cares a little, but don't really care because that's the nature of pay to win. We're here and we try to make money and try to make a better game, and if they're the ones that are going to do it, they're the ones that are going to do it. But here's the thing. They're the ones that are not going to be on all the damn time. They're the ones that are going to be on just for a short period, drop some money and then peace out and go to another game. So there's dedicated fan base, which are the people who play it and they earn it and then drop some money every now and again, same like I do in Warframe. And then there's a piece of shit that just show up to the party, drop a lot of money, and then peace out and don't give a fuck about the game. And that's the difference between a loyal fan base and people who just play for the shits. So that's the terrible thing that's happening in this game. Same as happening in Fortnite. Same as happening For Honor. Same as happening in a lot of games that are pay to win, and people are turned off from pay to win. A lot of people are turned off from free to play games because they know it's all pay to win, and they don't want to pay in order to fight other people because they know those people will just keep paying more money to get advantage. So it's not like a system set thing. But at the same time, if you take that out of the equation, you can have fun. You just have to accept the fact that these lamos are just paying out of their ass just to win competitions all the time. And they say, well, that's just the nature. Like, then get the fuck out of here. All you have to do is set your game in a way so that people who aren't the pay to win people are in a balanced match with those who have certain perks and certain attributes and certain weapons that are balanced fairly with regards to one side and the other. Because if there's an imbalance, the other side will always win. There's no question about it. There's no left, right, ups and down about it. No matter how good you are, no matter how snipers you are, no matter if you're the person that let your team win because you sniped everybody, it still doesn't matter that the team won because you're the person that allowed the team win because everyone's shitty and you're good. Majority of the people aren't good when it comes to play video games. So your majority of your people are going to be going away and play something else if you don't tailor your game the right way. That's why a lot of people don't play For Honor anymore, because Ubisoft didn't understand that logic, and some people still don't understand. Only the loyal base of people still play For Honor, and the same thing will happen here if they don't find a way to make people who aren't dropping money over and over but spending a lot of time in order to earn things, which is actually a contributing factor to their game. Investment of time gives a lot of outcry. This is the amount of players that are playing a game, somewhat millions compared to somewhat hundreds of thousands, somewhat hundreds of millions compared to like 25 million or something like that. Those numbers add up, and popularity add up, and sponsorship add up, because there's a lot of people that are going to be interested in that product. That's how Fortnite became famous and stuff. And the same thing, it will apply here. So if you don't give a shit about the numbers, the amount of people going into McDonald's, buying your McDonald's burger every now and again, and or just showing up into McDonald's, maybe, see, this is the thing between this, and I like to compare McDonald's to a lot of games and stuff. Like, when I go into McDonald's, let's say this is McDonald's, I'm not purchasing everything from a store at McDonald's in order to have a McDonald's hamburger, because McDonald's is not free to play. There's nothing free in McDonald's, so you really can't compare it. In the world of free to play, there is no like burger store that allows you to test out their free stuff. When, let's say, a McDonald's or a Burger King start doing taste tests, they don't taste test every day. They taste test every once in a while. Or they don't allow people, to sit inside of their facility and chill out every day and have fun and talk and then go about their business, but they don't purchase anything. There are specific set rules when it comes to certain business. And McDonald's and like any other business aren't free to play. So free to play is a very distinct type of business. So if you're basically saying people who can play the game freely are your customers, not just the people who buy the product. Because if the people who buy the product are just the customers, then what's the point of making all the people who are free to play in the game then? Why have it free to play? There's a specific decision to make the game free to play. So it's not just about purchasing the product. They want it to be independent. They want it to be free to play. So they have to consider the audience of people who aren't going to purchase products, but are going to purchase products every now and again. You can't force people to do things every single day, every single time. They have to willingly want to do so, and you acceptingly decided to make it free to play for them to do so. So to not to consider them whatsoever at all, only people who pay money, that's a very bad thing. And they already know this. That's why they have certain things that can be unlocked if you continue to play freely, because playing freely is also having access to the content and also get their name out. And of course, they're not going to be making money off you, but they're going to be making money off the amount of people, the numbers that are calculated playing their games and associated with business, who are seeing the amount of people associated with their game. So that's how that works. So in some ways, you are helping them promotion wise without you knowing that you're helping them. And the same goes for any free to play game. So you might not be dropping them cash all the time, but you are willingly and willfully helping them in other aspects of their business. One, getting the word out when you're doing live videos, one, playing the game, one being a numbers, one actually purchasing products every now and again, one actually giving context with regards to what the game is and how a game is set up, one keep going back and forth in communication with the company with regards to how to make their game better, because they could assume that the game is working fine and certain things might be lagging certain things. So even though people who are playing the game are playing it freely, they're not necessarily are people who are not contributing to the benefit of the company. So they have to find a way in order to balance those who are purchasing products in order to advance themselves, and those who are not purchasing products in order to advance themselves, but they're advancing using the step product, going to allow them to people who are playing freely to progress. If the progression is too slow, then no one's going to play it, and your free to play is pointless. So thankfully it's not that bad in this game. So that's my only bitch about this game. Get these lame ass freaking free to play people the fuck out of here, or at least find a way to balance your game so that the people who aren't playing free to play with people who are going to purchase products, or those who are not going to purchase products, and the amount of weaponry, the amount of soldiers, the damage on their weapons. Certain things are balanced to a certain level, and only a slight advantage is given to those who are free to play, or no advantage is given to those who are free to play, because they can only play with those people who have also purchased products to give them an advantage. There have to be a balance, because if there's no balance, then dudes will always be purchasing cannons, planes, dropping bombs. You're always going to be losing a match, and that'll piss people off, and eventually it becomes a bad thing. So there needs to be a balance, period. So other than that, I'm just going to go into exactly what the game is. So I had to say that because that's necessary. This is it might be a free-to-play game, but no one's going to purchase anything from your store if they keep getting carpet bombed and they keep losing over and over and over and over again. So they have to be a way to balance that, because eventually this game is it's going to last for a while, but it's not going to last as long as they think it will. It's going to be popular amongst only people who like war games, but it's not going to be able to pull in people who don't like war games. You have to be able to pull those people in, and if they're convinced that your game is free to play and certain people are taking advantage of that, then they're gonna always go the other way, and it doesn't matter. Like me, I don't play Fortnite at all. Fortnite is one of the most popular games of all times, but I don't play it at all because I know there's a significant advantage to people who keep purchasing products to make themselves stronger every time something new comes up that allow them to just be a little bit faster, be a little bit quicker. They go and purchase it so they could just win just for that day or the next day. Be like, no, not interested. I pieced out from Fortnite like 3 years ago and never looked back. Like probably more than that. Like, I don't. If I'm gonna play a free-to-play game, it has to have a sense of balance. Like this, if this is not balanced by 2025, yeah, I will never play it again, because the other team keeps winning over and over and over and over and over again, and you realize you've literally went through 10 matches and 10 defeats. So it could have been at a certain time zone or a certain time period. But if I play in the morning, same thing happens. Play in the afternoon, same thing happens. Play in the evening, same thing happens. It's not that good. But thankfully, it doesn't happen all the time. But it does happen most of the time. So they really need to do something about that. So this is Enlisted, the top section. This is not complicated to understand whatsoever at all. The center section, when you get to your first window, you see a couple of guys here. This is your soldiers, the soldiers you're going to be part. It says USSR. It says the US troops. It says Germany. It says Japan. You can pick whatever group you want to play. And once you pick those groups, the different people who are going to be in your squad are going to be assigned to that group. Basically, these are all the different units, the regiments that are going to attack a location. So a tank unit is going to attack. Your infantry unit is going to attack. Your other infantry unit is going to attack. You have 4 different units, and they're all going to attack, or 4 different regiments, and they're all going to attack, and a location, and that's all that you're given. I guess if you pay to win, you could get more and more, but that's what I'm talking about, bad. And other than so, each of these you could, as you see, as you press on this, they switch up back and forth. You then, next thing you go, because this video is going to be like a short tutorial, you then can press on each individuals, and pressing on each individuals, you're now allowed to upgrade those individuals by themselves. Now how you could upgrade people with individuals is only based on the weapon types. You could select a weapon, and then you could pull and drag the weapon over to location. So if it's a better version of the weapon, like say it's a B2, you could grab the B2 to the location and then do so, or for B3. And then it will tell you, once you try to drag it, it will tell you, do you want to purchase this weapon? And then you could use silver, which is the in-game currency, to purchase the weapon. Now specialized weapons are weapons that are going to have like a gold marker on them, which you have to purchase through in-game. And you get that from the shop, and it says here shop, and you go over and press on weaponry, and it says weaponry, and it will say specific ones that you will need to first unlock, and then you have to build by yourself, and then ones which can only be purchased with currency, which has the gold bar next to it to show that the currency. And that's how that works. So like I said at the beginning, this is the different fractions right here in the center. It may seem all complicated, but it really isn't. It's quite simple. The ribbon on top tells you everything you need to know. Don't mess with anything on the side left or anything at the bottom. Everything at the top tells you everything you need to go. Like from here all the way to the right is your options and how to change certain things. Here is the store. It tells you can buy stuff like premium stuff, specific stuff that allow you to progress further if you want to go pay to win. Here is where you see who you are, your stats, your headshot kills, everything you've done. Here tells you the currency type that's in the game. Some that you could purchase with gold, and gold represent real money out your pockets, and some that represent silver, the in-game currency, and that's gold and silver. And of course, it says here, it tells you the amount of gold you have to purchase vehicles, the amount of gold you have to purchase troops, the amount of gold you have to purchase weapons. So it will tell you everything that you need in order to do here. And then you go on to different troops. Move over here, different troop types. And of course, it's still showing the silver and stuff here because you have to first go over here. So go in here, tell you different troop types, and then you move over to research, and then research is to the more left. And see the different research. You can press on the button for what you want to research. Some are locked and some aren't locked. So let's say I'm doing this research for this Mark II weapon right now. Once you do the research, it would then show that there's a line, like a purple line, or no, not purple line, an orange line going here. Once it gets all the way there, it's completed. Same as when you're doing research within a foundry. And you can speed it up using Go, but you'll be a dumbass if you do that. And then there's the next one's the shop. The shop is something that you also purchase silver, special offers, battle passes, weaponry. Basically the marketplace. So, and then there's the upgrade, where you could individually upgrade every single squad that you have. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different squad types that I could bring into combat, but only 4 that I'm allowed to use in combat. So I have 8 different squads, but only 4 I'm allowed to use in combat. So with that said, you could then upgrade them individually once you have enough currency and stuff in order to upgrade them individually. Here I don't have enough silver or not enough gold in order to upgrade them individually. Now that doesn't happen all the time. When you get to a certain threshold, or get to a certain point in the game, or get to a certain level for which you've passed the game, like let's say as you're slowly going along, there's a little line here, there's a little black arrow here, and the black arrow says you've past this checkpoint, and the black arrow says you've got to this checkpoint, you got to this checkpoint, you got to this checkpoint. And slowly but surely, as you play the game over and over and over again, it starts slowly giving you things, like it gives you 100 gold here. And so these are basically like login rewards. You're not just but it's not just for login, it's for participation rewards. Kind of like when I was playing World War Z, or when I was playing Zombie Army 4. The more you keep going into combat over again, you unlock certain perks, you unlock certain abilities, you unlock certain weapons. Like here is a weapon elite, a battle pass required, so it gives you an elite battle pass of 1 in order to purchase an elite battle pass item. And of course you get more silver, you get more experience. So slowly but surely, as you participate in combat, you unlock certain things, and these all fall under the battle pass section right here. So these things are free, but you have to achieve them and get to a certain level in order to get them, or you could just purchase it and then Bob's your uncle. So, and then that's pretty much it for the top. So everything you need to know in order to beat the game is from the top itself, or how to use the game is from the top itself. Anywhere from adjusting your options, to seeing who you are, to seeing who's on your squad, to doing research, to shopping, to upgrade weapons. Everything is on the top ribbon section. Now to the side, that's when you want to do things individually, like side here, side here. That's when you want to do things individually. So you can highlight each one individually, and once you highlight each one individually, you could then select the type of weapon you want to give to them. You could do research for each one of them, or purchase each one of them and give them an item. It's like, see here, I haven't reached a threshold yet for secondary weapons, so I have to reach that threshold. I can either buy it with gold, which means I have to pass a battle pass section to unlock it, or I could pass, like, or I could get a reward combat for doing something successful. So that's how that goes. Each of them can be individual adjusted, especially the tank division. Like in the tank division, if you want to select the type of tank you want to switch out from, or the type of vehicle you're going to use, you can hold on it, hold on the tank type, not just press it, because if you just press it like that, nothing happens. You have to hold on it. Wait, let me go back. There. You hold on it, and then you press the type of vehicle that you're going to use in combat. Now everything is locked for right now, so I can only use this vehicle at the moment. But let's say for Battle Pass does pop up, I should be able to use let's see here. This is the first one. Customize. Should I customize this? Do I need to? No, I just leave it just the way it is for the moment. No, I don't have enough. Alright, so that's fine. I really wanted to use for my tank division and use the tank in this situation. I know what I'll do. Yeah, I keep forgetting. In order to switch for the tank, you have to go to your different squads and then replace them with the one that represent the tank. Say this one is a tank division, and this one was also a tank division, but you're using a different type of tank. So I don't know. They were okay, but they weren't actually that good. So I'll replace them, since you can only use 4 in combat, and of course you have free space, but you can only drag this with premium pass stuff in other words, you have to purchase it. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to replace the squad I was on with this new squad, because I don't want to use that vehicle tank type. I want to use this vehicle tank type. And now they're part of my squad. Should be fine now. But now they're all level 1, so I have to go and level them up. So the bad part about it is everything doesn't get leveled all at once. They all get leveled individually. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to first level up each individuals, give them a weapon. What the hell? Okay. Well, wait a minute. Oh, it's perks. Okay. Alright, so he has 10 perks. Oh, don't have enough for that. Do I have enough coins? No, I have enough. Molotov. Oh, I don't have enough silver. Okay. Alright, so I'll just have to deal with it. Let's see here. Now, the points that you're given is for your entire tank division. So, if you have a lot of troops within your tank division, you have to make sure exactly who you're going to be giving points to. Who you want to give points to. Swear I had enough for it. Yeah, okay. I guess it's the type of grenade. Okay, that's that. No. And last but not least, certainly not least, he has 7. Actually, now I think about it, like some of them, their perks are associated with each other, but others, their perks are independent. I didn't notice that before. And that should be it for that, or for them. Alright, so that's basically it. From the ribbon, from the top, and from the side, and from here. That's basically the tutorial, everything you need to know with regards to everything about the game. And it has to do with how to play it, what everything means, what this is, and characters and items from the side here. Now at the bottom, from the bottom going all the way to the bottom, because this is not important here. This is not important here except for the battle pass. All this other stuff is just pay to win or event stuff. That's not the main bread and butter of the game. The top is the main bread and butter, things you need to know. The side is the main bread and butter, things you need to know. So when you hit on characters and stuff, you see appearances, perks. You could do whatever you want for individual characters right here. Or you could click on their weapons and individual give them a better weapon, so on and so forth. Or you could hold on the tank and then go to the type of tank you want to choose in order to use in combat. But for the type of tank you're going to choose in combat for whichever unit, you have to then switch off the unit itself by going into your squad and taking out whoever's in there, because you can only have 4 squads in combat. Removing that squad completely and putting over here, and then taking one from over there and putting over there. The bad part is each time you level up an individual squad of your 4, you have to put points with regards to whoever it is you're going to use in combat. That's all there is to it. And slowly but surely, as you're going into the game and unlocking more and more squads, you have to put more points into them. So you have to understand exactly what you're going to be doing playing forward in the game. Here at the moment, since this is just a beginning section, I'm only going to use tanks and a couple of other guys because I just started the game. I made it to Sergeant, which means I played for about a good 24 hours. I completely of the game to see what it's all about. But you know, that doesn't mean anything when you have free-to-play people who are purchasing stuff automatically. You do win some, but you mostly lose others. But it really depends. If your side is the guy that has the free-to-play people, you're lucky. If not, I mean, have pay-to-win people, great for you. But if not, you're kind of shit out of luck. But it doesn't really matter. It really depends on how you use your tactics and how you execute certain things. But pay-to-win people are always side and you know, lamos because they want to use some excuse. I don't have time for this, but like you're willing to play the game just like everybody else. It's like, but everyone else is not willing to just drop money out of their pockets to make things easy for themselves. Like, go that way. Like, if video games is simply a time killer for you, that's all you. But for people who love to play video games, they want the challenge. If you don't want the challenge, you want to bypass the challenge, then you're that person. And the people who make games for people like that have to make games for people like that. If this game is not made for people like that, then they have to adjust things. At the bottom, other than what I just said from the top, this is your switch out to your different squads. Already said that you could then change soldiers individually, but you don't really need to do this because I have 2 purchasable soldiers. You can enlist. So at the very bottom, when you go back to your screen, you can enlist and change soldiers, and it says here enlist soldiers, and you can purchase a soldier, add more people to a squad if you want. It's kind of important, but at the same time, you do remember you have to give more points every time you unlock a new character or get a new character. You have to put points into them and spend time on them. So it's best to make some of your characters you have now stronger than later on do that. Also, with regards to enlisting characters, when you're picking a specific character type for a specific group type, you have to make sure the squad that which you're picking, like say sniper squad, you then change soldiers. You have to purchase and enlist a person for sniper squad. So you have to look at the infantry for which you're purchasing the product for 133. So change soldiers. I want to change soldiers. Switch them back and forth, or give them more. And you press the enlist button and you pick the type of sniper you want to pick. And it would say here rifleman, rifleman, rifleman. So it would never tell you that once you pick someone from the side that is of a different division. Here you can click on tank. These are all tank guys. Press change soldiers. You go select. It will show you rifleman, 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 rifleman. Same thing, right? And say, alright, well, you go here, 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 here. That's how you solve that problem. So if you're getting annoyed with understanding how things go, you don't really need to. You could just really hit on one or any. Let's say you came out of combat and you need to purchase a tank guy, but you're all the way on, these guys are all the way over here. It has nothing to do with tank. Or you're on snipers all the way over here. Doesn't really matter. Once you press change shoulders and you go to enlist soldier, you can always go on the top and it will tell you the type that you could pick. However, I would say, even if you're going over the tanker and say, okay, I want to purchase a tanker, and you have to have enough currency for it in order to purchase the tanker. However, what I would say is, let's say if you are on sniper and you go to change soldiers and you enlist, the sniper options will pop up. Like rifleman will pop up, sniper will pop up. Those are ones that are going to be highlighted, will pop up, so you'll be able to see, and it'll be obvious that they could be on your sniper team. Same as with tanker. You go to tanker, change, enlist. Even if you're on sniper, when you're in tanker, tanker will pop up here, and sniper will go away. So even if you hit here, here, or here, the only one that will highlight by itself, all alone by itself, would be tank. So you would know automatically which one it is from the top, not which one it is that's showing up. Because if you go over here, this is infantry, and then I want another soldier to join my infantry. These two aren't enough. I need to get another, which is more than enough. And then all of a sudden you hit the button, you've just purchased a tanker guy. So the only way to know exactly which can be in which infantry is the top right here, the ones that are highlighted. See, he could be in the assault unit as well as the med guy, and he could also be an assault unit because they're both riflemen. So both of these are allowed to be an infantry unit, a medic, and of course the rifleman. So that's the way you solve that problem as well. It doesn't really matter which one you're on when you go to enlist. It only matters like when you start to enlist, you're picking the right one from the top. What type of person you want, engineer, so on and so forth, aircraft, air guy. And then moving on from that, at the bottom, you have this section over here. And this is basically people who are playing online and playing different games. Various different people who you can invite. You can invite 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 guys. 4 guys could join you. So there's a total of 5 people that could play with you in combat individually. 5. Total of 5. So if all my people within my party were 5 people were online, a total of 5 could join you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 people and yourself equal 5. And of course, this at the very bottom would be random invites. So you could send a random invite to someone who's not even in your party or in your group, and so on and so forth. And of course, last but not least, people who are in your contacts. So that's the bottom. And of course, this is here, and this is here. So the most one that are irrelevant, to be honest with you, more than anything, is everything that's within the store. This is all store related stuff. Here, 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 and here. The battle pass stuff you earn through the battle pass to earn currency, or you could purchase. Here you have to purchase. There's no earning. Here is part of an event for which you can either participate. I think you have to participate in it. You can't purchase it, but it's an event, so they put it there. And here's the same thing, but you have to purchase that too. So everything in this section is kind of pointless except maybe Battle Pass and Operation Shield, but hardly anyone plays it. So Battle Pass is like the only thing that's relevant. So this is kind of pointless. And of course, the last section of this whole tutorial will be here. This is where you select game mode, not start, but game mode. Because if you select start, you could select and start something that you didn't want to start. So you have to press the top one right here. And before you do that, you could select to go and join any team, which means the game would randomly put you in any operations. So you have operation types. You have the Pacific War, Normandy, Tucson, and of course the Bulge, so on and so forth. So it will randomly generate whatever squad and whatever army type of whatever military. Or if, let's say you're picking Bulge, it will randomly generate any army within Battle of the Bulge. I believe that's what's going on, instead of picking a different campaign. So it will pick any type. Here, if you take it off, you're able to select it for yourself. So that's very important. So you can either press it using your cursor, or you could use this. You could use your R3. And then last but not least, this is where you do a tutorial, practice squads, do the Operation Shield, and custom matches. Custom matches is when you specifically want to fight against specific type of people, or when you specifically want to join certain events and certain matches. At the moment, Operation Earth Shield is the only event that's active, so you can't do that one. So for this moment, and since this is the end of this tutorial video, the last section of the tutorial will be the tutorial, or explanation of the last section of this video will be the tutorial. And for today, I'm just going to do tank and infantry. So infantry is what I'm going to do. I selected it. You have to select it. Once you select it, it's selected. It says here infantry tutorial. So you now know what it is. Let's say I select practice. Practice. It now selected. It says so. Tutorial. Engineer tutorial. It now says engineer tutorial. Tutorials. Tank tutorials. It now say tank. So you have to see what it says here before you press the start button. Otherwise, you could go to a different tutorial, or you could go to combat matches without you knowing. So moving on from that. I am now... Okay. Alright, so this is the infantry tutorial. Section is quite simple, quite understandable. So I'm gonna explain everything, but before the tutorial even starts and give me any context and information. The run button is the same run button in every game. You walk with your L3.
Get back to the battlefield, soldier.
But you hold down, you press down on the L3 to run. X is jump. Circle is crouch. Holding down on circle goes into prone. And getting up from circle goes back into standing. So hold down circle goes into crouch, press it once, goes into crouch, and then press it again, goes into standing. But no one does that. Typically what people do, they run and they hold on circle, they go straight into prone, they move up, they shoot, and then they press the run button. They don't even walk, they just press the run button and they go straight into the run. So that's circle, that's X, and of course square is reload, and triangle is switching weapons. So let's say I have my knife out and I want to stab a guy. Press triangle to switch your weapons back to your weapon, the original weapon you have before. You can't press triangle again to switch back to the knife, because the only time you use triangle to switch back to your primary weapons is when you have multiple weapons in order to switch it, because triangle represents your default for pulling up your primary weapons, whereas your weapon wheel, which is R1, you have different squads in your weapon wheel, and if you pick a squad, it will switch to that squad member. That's what R1 is for selecting squad member. Let's say you have your medic here, you have your heavy gunner here, you have another rifleman here, and you have your comm guys or radio guys here. You could switch characters by using R1 and then selecting it while you're in combat, while you're in covering, or say you're hiding behind a wall or something, or in prone. It really depends on where you're positioned in your squad. Like say if you're taking heavy damage, you need to heal, and someone is trying to take you out, and you take one shot, one or two shots, but you're still alive, you switch characters to another character if you know that character is alive within your squad. That's how R1 works. Now L1 is for throwing grenades. So now there's a yield difference. There's a distance with regards to where you could throw your grenade, depending on if you throw it right over here, you have to aim over here, but if you want it to go further, you have to pull it out and throw it in an arc, and it will go further. That's how that works. Standards are how you throw a grenade in most games anyway. Climbing is kind of simple. Climbing is very simple. You just basically walk up to the ladder and you climb. You don't have to press any button. It just voluntarily climbs, and then you take cover. There is fall damage, so you will take damage from falling. This game does have fall damage. You're not a machine like in Warframe. Impact can be absorbed by your shock absorbers or your improved techniques, or something like from Advanced Warfare, where you don't take any damage from falling because of your mech suit or your exosuit. Yeah, so these are still regular guys jumping and moving around, so you will take fall damage. So moving forward from that, you then go to This is part of the obstacle course. You run, you jump, you hurdle over walls and stuff by also pressing the same button you use for jumping. Walk up to it, you press X next to it, you hurdle over it. Now there's certain perks that you have that will allow you to jump over objects much faster. So you can unlock those so you could climb over things faster, run through things faster, and avoid dangers much quicker. Like if someone throws a grenade at your feet, you should be able to turn around fast enough and run away. Or if someone is trying to shoot you, you should be able to climb over a wall fast enough to get over that wall. Here you could crawl under this, or you could jump over it. It really depends. The fastest way to get out of most situations is to not crawl, is to run and jump out of the way so the person can't lock onto you. And the only one time when you go for crouching is when you're in a position where you don't want them to see you by using your environment. Because if you go into a prone position, your entire squad is in prone, so no one will be able to see you, but you have to be in like a grassy area or in a hidden area where no one can see you. If you have stupid AI bots with you, soldiers, some of them will be sticking out, so you have to really understand the terrain that you're going to be in if you're going to go into prone. If you're in a grassy area, high grass, that's perfect for them, but you won't be able to see aim down sights through the grass, so you have to be pull up slightly enough. Or if you're in a tree area, you have to be able to go prone. You have to see above from the hill, aiming down sights, so you could see. Where you could back up in the prone position so they can't hit you, but you could go over and shoot, and then back up again and go over and shoot, which will force them to either throw a grenade or shoot a tank at you, or have to charge towards you to try to kill you because they can't get you because you're in prone. So I'm going to take more grenades here, reloading this here, grenades is here. I'll do the same thing before. You should never hold your grenade for too long. I believe it'll explode over time. See? Very realistic. Because that's what will happen in real life. The moment you unhook a grenade, you're going to die. So he's trying to simulate the realism of real combat. I mean, even though it really can't because it's a video game, but it's trying to simulate the idea of it in real combat. You will never in your life in a million years hold a live grenade in your hand beyond a second. So the moment you pull out the grenade pin, you throw it. You don't wait, hold it, and then throw it. You just throw it as far as you can, as fast as you can. You don't throw it in front of you. You throw it to where the enemy is, fast as hell. Kind of like throwing a football. As long as you could see where the enemy is and throw it towards where they are. That's how that will work. The grenade does give you a few seconds before it explodes. That's the whole point of it. That's its design. Otherwise, people will be blowing themselves up the moment they take out the pin. So the idea is, the moment your hand is up in the air like this, that's when you're supposed to throw it. You just look to where the enemy is, see where the enemy is, aim down sight to where the enemy is, and once you see where they are, you then pull it and throw it. Now in combat you won't be giving that time, so you have to know exactly where they are, so the moment you pull it out, you have to know where they are, see where they are, and then throw it. Like if they're getting close to you, like if they're really close to you, what you would do is you would throw it. They would see the grenade there. They would run out the way, and depending on where they're running, left or right, you would then be able to shoot. Or if they can't see you, because you're in sniper position. It's good for you. Alright, so I'll follow the rules for what this guy says. What was I supposed to do back here? Okay. Alright. Breath control. Okay, so also in this tutorial, other than L1 for throwing grenades and R1 for switching characters to a different character, and of course aiming down sights is L2, and L2 is shooting. There's also breath control. Breath control is L3. Breath control is 5 seconds slow and 8 seconds cooldown. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 seconds. And then of course it's 10 seconds cooldown. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how that works. Now, here's another thing. The moment you let go and go back into running mode, the moment you get out of aim down sights, you recover your breath fast enough. So if you want to catch your breath again without waiting for the cooldown, or change your mind without waiting for the cooldown so you could save it, that's how you save your breath control. And don't spend it. You just get out of it. Done. Pretty much done. Alright, so that's how that works. Now if you're fast breathing, like if you're in a tense situation you want to fast breathe, it's about 10 seconds. And if you're fast breathing, it's about 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12, 10 or 12 seconds. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 seconds. Yeah, 12 seconds and about 20 seconds cooldown time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 20. Yeah. So 12 seconds if you're fast counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. So about, let me be more accurate about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, about 20 seconds. So about 12 seconds fast breathing and about 20 seconds cool down. About 6 seconds breathing, breath control, and about 10 seconds cool down. Slow count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe about 7 seconds. Now I think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, about 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 seconds. 7 seconds breath. 10 seconds cool down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But if you're in a heated situation, you're not going to be counting 1, 2, 3. You're going to be counting fast. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. 12 seconds. 12 seconds fast count. 20 seconds cool down. 12 seconds fast count. 20 seconds cool down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. Now here's the thing. Once you cap off a round, he will reload. So reload time is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
My magazine's empty. Reloading.
Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. So reloading for just one round is 5 seconds. So if you cut off the reload time from the cooldown time, which is 20 seconds, you really only have 15 seconds of cooldown time before you could do breath control again. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. So in all truth, you have 15 seconds breath control cooldown time and 12 to 13 seconds breath control shooting, aiming down sights. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep. About 15 seconds. But I was delay on that just now. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. Let's try it again. Breath control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. I got it up to 15 this time. So maybe it's 15 seconds. Maybe it's 15 seconds. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep. So if you're really counting fast, it's 15 seconds aim down sights and 20 seconds cooldown. Because shooting the gun takes some cooldown time. Without shooting the gun, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 20 seconds. Yeah, so something is weird. So, aim down sights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so what's up with that? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I would say about 20 seconds. 20 seconds cooldown time. 20 to 15 seconds cooldown time. So you get about a good 10 seconds, 10 to 13 seconds. I would say no. Accurately would be about 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, about 15 seconds. 15 seconds of breath control, fast breathing, aiming down sights, and about 20 seconds cooldown time after you recover from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep. So 15 seconds fast breathing and taking a shot. 15 seconds fast breathing, concentrating here. And then you take a shot. Well, no, that's all wrong because that's a full reload. Try it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. about 19 to 20 seconds. So I would say roughly about 20 seconds. 20 seconds cooldown time, 15 seconds breathing time with a cap off. So I breathe down, wait for the whole thing, fire, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, about anywhere from 18 to 20 seconds. So that's how it goes. Anywhere from 13 to 15 seconds with regards to breathing and taking a breath, and anywhere from 18 to 20 seconds with regards to after taking one shot off, cooldown time for taking another breath control again. So that's how that works. Yeah.
Let's set this up.
So the best way to go is say 15 to about 20 seconds if you're fast counting, and about 10 seconds to about 15 seconds if you're slow counting. You get about 8 to 10 seconds slow count, about 15 to 20 seconds fast count, 8 to 10 seconds slow breath control, 15 to 20 seconds fast breath control, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See? And then the cooldown will be 20 seconds for fast, and the cooldown will be 15 seconds for slow. So, but no one's going to be counting slow. So that's it pretty much for this tutorial. So,
yes, sir.
alright, so what am I supposed to do here? I think that's it for the tutorial, but I was talking the whole time. I might have missed something.
You must return to the battle.
Oh yes, I'm supposed to switch characters. Okay, so switching characters, you go here, you cancel your last order. So I'm canceling my last order, and I'll switch the character. So I believe, yeah. So the same way you do your knife, same way you could switch the characters. Here you could cancel orders. Here you could give orders R1, and here you could switch the characters. Radio call, so on and so forth. Commands. So commands is really R1 rather than switching to characters. It's kind of strange because in combat it was something different. So here's how you switch to characters. You hold on the right of your right directional button, and then it brings up different people who are on your squad. That's how that works. So hold on right and bring up different people on your squad. R1 is to give different commands. So yeah, I kind of got that wrong. I keep forgetting that one is different from the other. This different game. So you hold in the right direction button, same button to bring up your knife, the right directional button, in order to, by holding on it, to switch characters, not just to press on it, because they will just bring up the knife if that's the case. So press triangle to switch back to your primary, aim down sights, breath control, cool down. That's that. Med kits, of course, med kits. Okay, so even though aim down sight is and switching characters is right button, the for healing yourself is pressing the down button. So
Our defense has withstood the attack. We won.
you have to hold down. You have to hold down on the down button to heal yourself. You just don't press on the down button. Same way you hold on the right button on your right directional pad PlayStation controller in order to switch characters. You have to hold down on the down button in order to heal yourself. By just pressing it once is not going to heal yourself. You have to hold down it to heal yourself. So that's how that works. You can speed up healing with regards to perks and with regards to upgrades of your squad. So the more experience, the more squad members, faster you can repair. fast you shoot bullets, so on and so forth. So slowly but surely you should be able to do certain things with regards to upgrading your team, and it all depends on how many battles you do. So that was it for infantry, and I'll now do tank. And so once I do this tutorial for the tank is going to be simple. I don't need to talk about breath control and none of that stuff. The tank is going to be, I believe, just a tad bit more difficult, but not too difficult. With the tank is kind of obvious. So the tank is very obvious. You see the up button represents your commander, and it's highlighted to your left section. It will show you, it says commander. His name is Mihail. That's how you say his name. So that's his name. He's the commander. And it says you have a gunner, and it says you have a driver. So there are 3 people in this vehicle. So at the moment, you could have a loader and you have a machine gunner, but that depends on the more you play the game. You could have someone to load much faster and machine gunner to do the duties of machine gunner in order to assist you, because basically the driver and the gunner are going to be the people doing the object. So that's that for that. Understanding that if you want to switch between your driver, your gunner, and your commander, there's different directional buttons. Up represents commander, right represents gunner, and I believe down represents driver. But at the moment, it only is locked on to the up because you're in the commander seat. R1 represents switching between anti-infantry weapon, and triangle represents switching between anti-tank. So if you want to do anti-tank, you want to shoot another tank or shoot a place that has heavy armor, any place that has heavy armor, you will press triangle. That's how that works. Tanks are very handy because they can shoot at great distances, and if they give you a significant advantage above your other enemies. However, there's a cooldown time for a tank, so you have to understand the terrain of what you're going to use. So if you were fighting against infantry to kill infantry, you would switch to infantry ammo. That would kill them. If you're fighting tanks, you will need armor piercing. Of course, you could use armor piercing tank ammo to kill infantry as well, but it's best to save those shells because you need something to puncture through heavy stuff rather than to kill a lot of group of people, because the spread of the anti-infantry is far more devastating than something that's just there to puncture the vehicle itself and cause it to not malfunction, rather than something that is meant to hit the ground and explode and kill a vast group of people. So that's how that works. R1 for infantry, triangle for anti-tank. Moving forward is R3. Looking above is circle. So the triangle, circle, square, and X button do different things. In this situation, because this is tutorial, triangle doesn't do anything whatsoever at all. But your circle does do something. Your circle switch to commander view mode, and then you can switch back to non-commander view mode by let me just do this. Oh, it's fine. No. There you go. Wonder why I was giving trouble. Yeah, there's a delay in the circle, so you can switch back and forth. Once you're in the commander seat, you can switch back and forth to the up. You could look upwards. You could get out of the tank and look upwards in commander seat so you could see. And then you go into the tank where you could also see. So it says the vehicle is damaged, so I have to get out. So when it comes to the tanker, there's the two important ones is one to repair your vehicle and the other is to see where you're going. So to get out the vehicle is press square, and to hold to repair track is also square. So once you hold, wait, where is it? I'm holding it. Where is it damaged? No, that's not damaged.
Садитесь в технику! Точно!
That's the engine back part. This is... Well, apparently it is damaged because it's refusing to move, so I'll see what the problem is. What the hell? I wasn't doing that before. Alright, so sometimes you have these little issues where it was blue represents that it's completely fixed, orange and red represents that it's very damaged. So it was completely blue before, so all of a sudden, see this, it was just like this, so nothing was damaged, so didn't know what that was about. Must have been a bug. So everything was fine. So get back in the vehicle, pressing square. Square is to get in and out of the vehicle. Circle is to look up and to look back into the commander seat. And now we move. Now arrive at our location. Now I'm gonna shoot this vehicle. Accurate aiming. Now there's a little black circle. It follows the black circle. The gun follows the black circle. Where you're gonna aim it. So even though your cursor aims towards it, the muzzle of the it's not as fast as your cursor. So it has to move accurately reverse to where you're aiming. The load time for a tank is typically 30 seconds. Now if you can't see a certain part of the vehicle, you can always go around the vehicle, but I believe this vehicle is pretty much done for. The engine is typically in the front. I have to aim. Now if you're in front of the vehicle and you're too far in front of the vehicle and you see the black dot right there, even though your cursor is all the way down, because your cursor is this white dot that's below that you're moving back and forth, the shot has to be the black dot itself. So your cursor could be all the way underground like it's up here and down here, but the black dot is where the muzzle is pointing. So even though your cursor is not on the target, the black dot represents where the muzzle is aiming at. That's on target. So if you're into running and gunning, understand this is not a rifle. This is a tank. So black represents your cursor, not the white reticles. The black reticles represents your cursor. So always remember that when you're using a tank. Take the gunner seat. Alright, so circle switch to commander. Gunner is right. Now it says so on the left screen. Up represents commander. Right represents gunner, down represents driver. Now what I'm supposed to do now, hit mark targets. I'm going to hit mark targets. Black represents, you have to see it. Where is it? There. Another way to know exactly where your reticles are, if you can't see the black little circle, is to see the arrows. Those little arrows are right there, pointing upwards, and that little line, that's where the muzzle is pointing. So if you can't see that circle object, the arrow represents where you are. So it will tell you. If you cannot see the circle, follow all the arrows. The center line represents where it is. Now I have to switch between. I have to switch to anti-tank because this is not an infantry vehicle. In other words, infantry ammo was meant for light vehicles and for squads that are on the field. They explode on contact, whereas anti-tank shells are meant for puncturing through things that are incredibly hard, which means they won't explode on contact. Their main objective is to make that thing not function, not to explode on contact. That's 30 seconds for load. Okay, the destruction of different parts of a tank has various effects on its function. Okay. Now, what I would say is the one way to actually drive the tank accurately is to look at the directional lights. Wherever the directional light is pointing, this is where the muzzle is aiming. That's not where the track is aiming. In order to tell where the actual track the vehicle is driving when you're in the commander's seat, is not to pay attention to the light, but to pay attention to where the vehicle is turning. Here you see the vehicle is turning to the left and to the right. In the mini-map section where it shows the vehicle turning, you're turning right. I want to turn right. You can see where the front of the vehicle is, and it will show you where the front of the vehicle is, where the direction. So if you're confused, never follow the muzzle, follow where the front of the vehicle is pointing. The light represents where your cursor is directing towards where you're aiming. That's not where the vehicle is pointing. The vehicle is pointing in this direction. So here, following the direction towards the vehicle. The vehicle is going straight. The vehicle is pointing straight. Not following the muzzle, just following the vehicle itself. If you want to actually see accurately where you're driving, you can switch to the gunner position and see from the gunner position where you are. Okay, so
Приготовь фугасный следующим. Следующий бронебойный. Приготовь фугасный следующим. Следующий бронебойный. Приготовь фугасный следующим.
and that's pretty much it. It's a bit tricky, but once you understand it, it's pretty self-explanatory. Never drive using your muzzle. Your muzzle is just where you're aiming. Drive using the vehicle itself. And if you can't drive using the vehicle itself, like you see in the mini-map, you switch to the driver's seat to move. When you're aiming, your distance of your cannon has a ridiculous amount of range, so you never have to be too close towards the target area. You can basically light up the target area from afar, as long as you could see at a certain distance. You kind of know where the enemy is coming, you could light them up pretty good. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I think that's all I need to show for right now. I'll probably do just one combat mission, one or two combat missions, and then I'll call it a day after that. I'm not going to do the whole event because I think that'll take a long time. I'll do something fast. I'll do something like, say, the Battle of the Bulge. Hopefully someone is playing it. If not, I'll call it a day. So basically this whole of today is supposed to be like a rundown tutorial of this game. Let's see how this plays out.
Well done, men. Let's attack the next position.
Jesus Christ, he took his time.
See what I'm saying about these pay-to-win motherfuckers? They could have like several bullets coming out of their weapons at once while you're running around with a damn Johnny rifle. Either these dudes spend their entire life on this fucking game, you know, and ain't not doing anything else with their life.
Our men are capturing the position.
Like, look at this shit. Like, how could they know where you are?
Capturing the position.
I would say this though, like if you're in a squad of people who are in a party, you're able to communicate better. Whereas if you're not a squad of people in a party, you're unable to communicate better.
Our forces are taking the control point.
See what I'm saying? I'm just like this one dude wonder with a rifle, and these dudes are like shooting multiple rounds out of their weapons.
Load high explosive!
Where the hell am I? Can't see anything. Okay, that's where I am.
Our team started capturing a control point, taking the position. We've already taken half of the control points. Keep up the good work.
Damn! My magazine's empty! Reloading!
Well, it was worth it. It was worth a shot. There you go, my sweet sniper. That's what I'm looking for. Nice little distance position.
Our forces are in position.
Nice little position. So all you gotta do is stick your head out somewhere. Go to a better location.
Our forces are taking the control point.
That's right! Good it! Forward! I'm capturing!
Our boys are capturing the position.
I'm capturing!
That's bullshit, man. Why would he see? This is the thing I hate about the bots in this game. I hate about a boss in any game. He stands out there in the open. You're taking fire. You're under fire. You're supposed to be hiding. You know, it's the bots in any game. They're all fucking stupid. Like you switch to them and he's out in the open. It's so dumb, man.
Victory will be ours!
What are you doing? See what I'm talking about?
Our forces are taking the control point.
Like he was literally out there in the open the whole damn time.
There's just one position left. Keep the pressure on.
It's so dumb, man. That's so fucking dumb, man. It's like, I understand it's a war situation, but if your allied troops are dropping carpet bombing things, and you're in the location, it's like, well, I guess that is what it is.
Load high explosive!
They're capturing the position.
That's more like it.
High explosive!
Broken through the enemy's defenses. We won.
Now that typically don't play out the way you think it is. Many times that doesn't occur. Many times you lose. Many times the other enemy wins. But it really all depends on that free-to-play nonsense. It was like it's. I hate to play a game that's always focused on free-to-play. I understand that you have to make money in your business and stuff, but I'll be honest with you, it's like it's not very good. It's not a good idea. I mean, it's only a good idea when you know that the people who are going to pay are going to be consistent. But if you know the majority of people aren't going to pay if they don't like the product for which you're receiving, it's not going to be a good experience for them, and they're going to go somewhere else to find such experience somewhere else. So thankfully I was able to get a better tutorial explanation with regards to this video out. It's been about a good 2 hours. I just wanted to explain that. So I did about one, how the game works, how things works, how perks works, how you could just press and purchase certain things with regards to that. Also with bags, you could purchase bags and equip bags and so on and so forth. So it's a pretty good game. So if I decide to, I'm just gonna play one more, just one more, and I'll see how it plays out. The second time doesn't mean it's gonna happen the same way the first time. Like you could win one match, next match you could win, you could lose. It all depends on pay to win people or those who are not in party. Like if you're not in party with someone. Here we got, we're out of place, we gotta capture this place, or should I say we capture this place, we're defending a place. So See what I mean by pay to win? They're like,
You wanna die? I'm your man.
Payday!
I'm Johnny One Shot Wonder, and dudes are like capping off mad rounds with their weapons. Either these dudes spend way too much time playing this game, or they just buying their shit. I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on a game. That's like doing Fortnite bullshit. No way. You also don't want to hit your own people.
The enemy has started capturing the control point.
How? they got a plane with them. These motherfuckers got a plane with them. I need higher ground. I need to get on a roof, high ground.
Don't let the enemy fortify their position. Take the control point.
Reloading! Need cover!
Don't let the enemy fortify their position. The enemy is rushing the control point. Turn now.
That's the one thing I don't like about the game. That's actually two things. The pay to win bullshit and the fact that when you go out of zone, it's like it auto kills you or something because you're too far away from the battle. You're like, I'm trying to run out of danger and it wants me to run into danger. It's freaking annoying.
trying to take the control point.
Should have stayed on the roof.
Load high explosive!
The enemy is taking the control point.
See that? That's the shit I'm talking about. I aimed directly through the damn tree. Maybe. Jack shit. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? These goddamn pay-to-win guys. Like I'm here, Johnny, one-shot rifle. They got like 17 rounds coming out of their barrel. Or these dudes do nothing but play this game. They don't play any other game other than this, so they got all the perks already. Me just starting like 2 days ago.
The enemy is rushing the control point.
No shit. Give me a high spot. Give me a high spot, baby. Give me a high spot. Jump. Give me a high spot. There you go. Give me a nice spot. Shoot your face. Show your face. Show me a pretty little face. Show me a pretty little face. Show me a pretty little face. There you go. Show me a pretty little face.
Come on!
Come on. Come on, show me a pretty little face. Show me that beautiful mug. Where the hell are they going? Oh, we took that port. No, we didn't take it yet. The hell? How are they going? I'm out of ammo. Great. Give me some ammo. Our guy is a freaking pea shooter here.
You want to die on your man?
wasn't out of sniper ammo, those mofos would have been done. Done. It would have been history. Where am I supposed to be going now? Alright, over there. Okay. It's a damn tank, so it takes long. So after this, I'll call it a day.
Enemy took the control point. Defend the next one. The enemy is trying to take the control point.
That's like the only squad I have, the tank division squad, that has automatic weapons. I'm not sure why certain squads are allowed to have automatics and others are not allowed to have automatics. I don't get it. Like, I mean, I understand that they're infantrymen, but why just allow certain squads to have automatics and others not to? Doesn't make sense to me. They need a better way to indicate people who are on my side or not. That little light above their head doesn't do shit. Their body, the whole body should be indicated. I can't tell from a range. So another problem, like a lot of people don't understand. Like, not everyone has the same eyesight, eye vision. So you're shooting people if you can't tell what they're doing or what they're wearing based on their uniform. You know, you gotta find a way to indicate who is and who isn't.
Hold them back!
Like, this makes sense. You can't tell who's who. This makes sense based on their clothing. However, if you're at a certain range, you can't tell based on the person's clothing if their clothing is somewhat green in it and yours is somewhat green in it. Because the range cannot distinguish unless you're carrying a sniper rifle. You can't see shit. It'd be like, oh man, they need to do something about that.
The enemy is taking the control point.
You can't tell. See, everything is green. Everything is green. So if you're wearing camouflage, which is most logical in a combat situation, everything is green.
Capture our control point.
Don't let him advance!
What the fuck, man? See what I mean? Look at their clothes. Or maybe that's ours. I can't tell. And that's another thing too. If you're in prone position, how can someone tell that you're on the floor? Look at this. If there's high grass and he's running forward, how can you tell that you're in high grass or not? Like if I'm here, how would they be able to see that me here? They would have to be high up somewhere. Like that one makes sense because I stand up. But if I'm in prone position, they shouldn't be able to see me in prone position in goddamn bushes.
Load our explosive! The enemy has started capturing the control point.
The tank is even worse because the tank you can't tell exactly where the enemy is. You cannot see them for a certain range. You're thinking to yourself, okay, so let me switch to see here. That can only see at a certain range. And I switch here to commander see. That can only see a more open view. And I turn around to see maybe it's from my back. But you can't see anything. See, but if you're in a squad in your group of people, you coming from a location, the enemy cannot be behind you because you all spawned at this location. So you have to all rush towards the control point. So if the enemy is behind you or to the left or the right, you can't see it when you're in a tank because the tank cannot observe beyond a certain point. So you have to guesstimate. So if someone's able to identify where you are from a huge point and they're not using a sniper rifle, that's very questionable. Because they cannot see at a certain range with a regular rifle, and they cannot see at a certain range with a tank. So how would you be able to see something? And based on the character, you only see that little light, meaning that that's who you are on top of their head. But you cannot distinguish based on their outfit from a certain range. So
Already lost half our control points. Regroup.
like in a real combat situation, you would know exactly where the enemy is and where the enemy isn't, based on where your squads are tallied up and where they're organized. But this is a game. This is a free-to-play game. You're freely jumping in with a bunch of bots that their communication is all off. They stand out in the open, so you can't really tell. So you have to assess things logically. See what I'm saying? They're from around there. We literally were around there.
Don't let the enemy fortify their position.
See what I'm saying? Look at that shit. 3 fucking times. Look at that shit. These goddamn rifles, things are so pathetic. I shot him like twice and he's on the ground, healing. It's a rifle at close range, got shot twice. He went down, and then he started to heal himself. And the reload time is so shitty. So he just moved to the left, and then he got me by just moving to the left. Shot him twice. It's my fucking binoculars. That's another thing too. I haven't unlocked binoculars, so I can't see stuff. But free-to-play people can. They're all about purchasing everything all at once. There's no indication where the enemy is. Trying to think about things from a height point of view. Snipers are supposed to have higher ground.
Go to hell!
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? How could he, like, if he's looking around, how could he tell that I'm in the grass, like right under him? It's not like he's looking down to see who's below his feet. He's looking to see where the enemy is in front of him.
The enemy is trying to take the control point.
Like if he literally run by me. And the same thing with the tanks. Be like, tanks are supposed to have like liaisons to tell them, hey man, you're supposed to shoot over here. Just like howitzers. You're just running in with the tank itself. Like, look at the bots all running all around, like they don't know where the fuck they gotta go. So you don't know exactly where the enemy is, because there's a limited range. And the enemy has like planes and stuff. Fix your vehicle, sure. Oh yeah, and there's fixing vehicles situation. So I'm gonna fix vehicle. Vehicle seems fine. Oh, the front is damaged. What the hell? I said get in the vehicle. Oh, okay. Nope. No, repair. Oh, this is too late now.
Stood the attack. We won.
Yeah, even though we won, I would say this is they still got to work on a lot of things. They got to work on liaison with regards to tanks. The tanks can see at long distances, maybe even open field if enemy was charging from an open field, but close quarters within an urban environment they can't see at certain ranges. I'm pretty sure if we're talking about logic of tank fire and tank warfare, the zoom on a tank lens should be further than the zoom on a regular rifle. Like if you were to use a regular rifle aiming down sights, you should be able to see further down sights with a tank lens than with a rifle, but it seems to be the same. But maybe they're trying to be realistic about this, so I don't know. I don't know. Um, if they're going realism, then it makes sense that you wouldn't have any liaison, you wouldn't have aim down sights, you just have a big tank and where you could see and where you could aim and so on and so forth. It's not very good with regards to PvP. But then again, as you keep playing the game further and more and more and more and unlock more things, you might be able to improve your tank where you can see at further distance and you can't see at, using scopes and stuff, and you might be able to repair your vehicle much faster, and you might be able to survive one or two more shells, and you might be able to maneuver more. So those could be things that could be unlocked as you proceed forward. I don't know yet, but based on the logic of you starting from, like, say, a private to a sergeant, from private to sergeant, everything is pretty much up in the air, so you can't really tell what's very good and what's really isn't. The only thing that could really, I would say, would really keep you alive more than anything is your perks, because the more perks you have, the more you unlockable perks that you're able to do all the way from here to here and fill up all these slots. You should be able to survive just a tad bit longer. I would say just a tad bit longer. And you could also adjust that for each and every character. Like if some character got more kills, I believe I got a lot of kills with the sniper, so they should have a couple more points. Yeah, I got kills, a couple of kills with the sniper, kill a lot of guys, so I was able to get a couple more points with regards to that, increase the health. And of course, I need more ammo for the sniper rifle because I guarantee we would have won that battle much faster than we did if my sniper ammo didn't run out of bullets. If I carried a ammo pouch for my sniper, which I was able to refill. So I don't mind carrying more than one grenades or just one grenade, that's fine. But if I'm going to be using a sniper, I need to have more than one, more pouches. So here I have a grenade pouch. I believe I should carry an ammo pouch instead of a grenade pouch, because that mission would have been over much faster if I had carried a grenade pouch for my snipers. So it really based on assessment of circumstance. Here with the infantry guys, they could carry grenade pouches because they're going up at close quarters, and they will probably less likely for them to run out of bullets because their guns can't aim that further down sight, and they can't nest themselves up in a high position or within a nice low position. The same goes for these guys as well. Their rifles are pretty good. Tank guys, they carry automatics. The perks are fine with those. The problem is a regular infantryman. Their weapons reload way too long. They're single shot weapons, not very ideal. I want to see if I could change that out to at least get at least a fast reload if I'm just going to get, because all you're offering for the riflemen are rifles and you don't get automatics until way later. So what I'm saying is, like, some people have been playing this game since day one, so I'm just showing up to the party and they just happen to manage to get a couple of headshots. But it's a pretty decent game. It is pay to win. I could tell it's pay to win from the moment I started to die a lot in a lot of missions, and people were corporate bombing like it's Christmas or something. Yeah, a lot of stuff is pay to win here, but also a lot of stuff is not. And you can win every now and again but it's not most likely that you will win all the time. I would say out of 10 matches, you might be able to win 3 matches, 3 or 4 matches, maybe 3. Like if you have the same group of guys playing during the same hour or two, they decide to play with each other and they're playing the same battle mode. They're playing, let's say, Invasion of Normandy. That's all they're playing for 2 hours. It's most likely that they're going to win all the time. And if you switch off to a different location and there's another guy on the other location with his friends and stuff, and they all have pay to win stuff, then both Normandy and Pacific War are always going to be a no-show. So you have to use your brain and go to locations where you figure you might win rather than get away from pay to win mofos, because they're the lamos of the society. You know, they're not really in. I don't know what to say about pay to win people. It's not like they're not gamers. They are gamers. It's just like they don't have the patience or the time to do anything. You know, I don't have time for this. Just gimme. You're like, that's who you are. You know, you're there to entertain. You're like a Twitch streamer or something. But like, you're not us. You know, I always say that you're not us. You're not the gamer doing this just for the enjoyment or peace of mind or lifestyle. You know, you're there to do something else which has nothing to do with gaming. It's about money and popularity and, you know, getting recognized and all type of bullshit that has nothing to do with gaming. Gaming is just a thing you love to do attached to what you are. I don't know. So that's it. I would say the game is pretty good. Yeah, and for the remaining of this week, I'm going to be playing this. But after this week is over, I'm going back to Devil May Cry and Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed is going to fall on the third week of November, second and third week of November. So this is only going to be through the first and the second week of November, and the second and third week of November is going to be Assassin's Creed Liberation, along with the DLC Tyranny of George Washington. I never finished that game, and that's like a Thanksgiving type game because it's during colonial times, 1800s, before Civil War, and finishing up Devil May Cry will be during those 2 periods, those 2 weeks, second week, third week, and the last week is going to be, of course, Warframe, the free item giveaway, and other stuff, and demos. So the last week of the month of November is probably going to be mostly Warframe and 2 demos. One, I believe, is Metaphor, made by the same people that made Shin Megami Tensei Nocturna. And what I've learned from Metaphor, because a lot of people haven't played Shin Megami game, some people in this generation haven't played the Shin Megami game, is like I knew a lot about Shin Megami before the Persona games came out, or should I say before Persona 3 came out. I knew about Shin Megami. So by the time Persona 3 came out, which was way back in the days, I was already on the Shin Megami bandwagon. So yeah, I heard Metaphor has all the stuff from Shin Megami. Most of the stuff like you would find within the Shin Megami game, which is kind of occultish type of stuff or occult stuff, are going to be in Metaphor. But the weird part about Metaphor, where I'm not sure if I want to wait all the way till last week, is Metaphor is a sword and shield game. It's basically animated version of Elden Ring, or animated version of Code Vein, or the animated version of World of Warcraft, but Shin Megami style, using stuff like angels, devils, gods and stuff. Like I saw Thor inside that game, like the Thor from Shin Megami Thor, not the Thor from Avengers. We're like, okay, so if Thor is in here, then this is straight up Shin Megami, because that is 100% a Shin Megami. So the moment I saw that Shin Megami, I'm going to check out that demo. And Shin Megami Tensei 5 came out, but everyone is praising Metaphor more than Shin Megami Tensei 5, because Shin Megami Metaphor is basically Lord of the Rings anime version, Sword and Shield. So basically you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but you're playing it using like occult type stuff, angels, devils, monsters, warlock, different gods, and so on and so forth. So it's not completely tailored, but this is pretty good. For this week, if I get a little bit bored of this, which I probably would, because it's just pure PvP, I probably will play World War II, but I highly doubt it. I want to see what I'm going to unlock with regards to this, and this is pretty good so far, and it's just for this week. So there's plenty to do for this week with regards to just Veterans Week. Veterans Day was yesterday. There's plenty to do for Veterans Week, so I'm going to see what all I can unlock. I got my standard 4 squads here, but as the game told me, if you go all the way to down left, you have a total of 8 squads in all. And as you build up more in your battle pass, you could find out eventually down the road, these are all that you can unlock. These are the various different squads in the game. There's a shit ton. There's aerial squads. They're bomb. When people were carpet bombing me, and guys were, dropping shells from the sky like freaking satellite turrets or smoke bombs or mushroom clouds, I guarantee. And then you have engineers popping up out of nowhere. Like I saw like probably 1 or 2 engineers, but most things were. Let me see. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do it yet. So there are tons of different. Basically, you're given a standard 4 squads to carry into combat, but you're given a total of 8 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and your 4 squads. So I basically, well, did I? Yeah, I think so. So since I've played the game for about a good 2 days, I managed to unlock, as I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 4 here. Managed to unlock 3 different squads, or maybe I was given 5, but I managed to unlock 2 here. So one was the 53rd, and the other was the 16th, and that's pretty much it. And of course, you have to fill in these slots, but I believe these slots can only be purchasable if you have enough currency in order to purchase them. So far I don't have enough of these goals, and you can only unlock slots with goals, and goals is like real world money, where silver is like the end game currency. So unless you have extra space to make gold or extra real money to spend to get gold, you will always have a standard of 4, which means you all have to shift by holding on this and dragging over here and moving that over there and dragging this over here and putting this over here to allow for an empty slot, or you could put it back. So you would constantly have to be leveling them up, going back and forth, moving all of these guys over here and then putting certain ones just to level each and every individual squads. So that's how that works. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but slowly but surely you're able to level each one of them up, and the benefits and the task and the rewards you get for accomplishing a battle, whether you fail a battle or not, eventually grows in time. If you succeed in a battle, you will get the reward for that battle that you did that day. If you fail in the battle, you'll probably have to do about 3 or 4 more battles before you're able to get that reward. So the game does reward you based on success, but it also rewards you based on failure. You just have to do more to get the reward, 4 or 5 more, in order to get the reward down the road. So things are a more speedy process if you're successful, but if you're not, it's still no big deal. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty much done for this. I did all the tutorials. I didn't need to do the practice because I trained in the tutorials practicing. The squad is the standard representation of the different missions you could do in the game, and the different missions you could do in the game are stated right here: Pacific, Invasion, Normandy, and the Bulge. So once you go over here and press this button, this is the one that will take you to where you need to go. Training, practice, so on and so forth. It's all you have to do right here, but you have to select this right before anything, because if you like select training but you want to do a mission and you decide to select training and press start accidentally, you go straight into tutorial. So you have to make sure you select the mode that you want to do for what you're going to do, and you have to select the mission type that you want to go into, because if you kept pressing the button you realize your tile set hasn't changed, it's because you didn't change it to a different campaign type, which you do right here. So that's pretty much it for me. And for each campaign type, you get to wear a different outfit for where those campaign types are. Like the Bulge is more cold weather, so you have to wear cold weather gear, so on and so forth. Normandy is more hot weather gear type stuff. You're attacking the beach. Of course, the Pacific is more oceanic. So yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty much. I, I don't know how I feel about the game yet, based on me starting from private to sergeant within like 2 days. So I was grinding it pretty hard to see what are the goodies, just to see what the goodies are. So far, I would say it's okay. It's okay in a good way, not okay in a bad way. Like if you watch a movie and the movie is okay, but okay typically means bad. This is okay. It's an okay movie, but it's very good. It's not great because it's definitely pay to win, and that's what the Achilles of all these type of free-to-play game. But it's also fair with regards to its leveling system and you acquiring weapons and building stuff and resources and so on and so forth. Like if I want to build this, I select it and then I pick the version 3 version. I could either purchase it or I could go straight to research, press research, and it says right here, select something for research. You're giving you this warning sign, and you can pick whatever you want to research. Here is, say, you can pick this, or you can pick this one for research. You look at the different perks. You look at the recoil. You look at the puncture. You look at the firing power. This has a firing power of 6.8. This has a firing power of 12. This has puncture of 1. This also has a puncture of 1. This has 440. This has 410 rate of fire per minute. I prefer to have 440, even though its recoil is 31 and this one's recoil is 27. I'd rather have ricochet bullets going all the way and possibly hitting an enemy rather than, taking long for my bullets to kill them because there's not enough firing off. So automatic fire seems to be the best in this game, but the weird part is automatic fire seems to be tailored towards other characters more than anything, rather than you could give it to anyone you want to. Like specifically, I want my riflemen to not carry rifles anymore, but in order for me to do that, I have to pretty much wait for a long time or keep playing and keep playing and keep playing until I unlock automatic rifles. Otherwise, I will always have single shot rifles. So I need to go all the way here to from singles. I'm not sure if this is an automatic. I believe that's a single, but here I need an automatic. Yeah, so that's a lot of playing just to get to that automatic. I believe there are a couple of automatics, but it doesn't say that they're automatics. It says it's a grenade launcher, and a rifle as well. That's fine. But if I'm looking for automatics, I want automatics. It doesn't seem to give you it right away. It would come later down the road from like almost close towards the bottom. Like almost close towards the bottom. Like the last 3 are automatics towards the bottom. Because it's an unfair advantage. I believe the game is trying to say it's an unfair advantage to have all your squad members have automatics. Because you'll win the battle much faster if everyone was rocking automatics. So that does make sense. So fairness, the game is pretty good. So that's it for this. I gotta head out right now. I got stuff I gotta do, and I'll call it a day on this. Today I'm gonna go on Warframe just to play by myself with other people. I probably won't broadcast this, but this was something that was meant for yesterday, but the audio for yesterday's one went out, so I'm taking that one down, delete that one, and this one is going to be the one that's up. So this is a game that's free to play. That's a military game. That's pretty good. There's not a lot of military games that are pretty good that didn't demand a lot of money out your pockets. Call of Duty, and that type of stuff. Yeah. But this is also pay to win, just like them. It just feels more balanced with regards to the fairness of how you get rewards based on battle pass. It seems more fair. And the time when you do research, I'm doing research right now. Time for which research is done doesn't take like 3 days or something, or a full 24 hours. It takes a couple of hours, but doesn't take like more than 6 hours for it to finish research. So I would say everything in the game is pretty fair. Perks given is fair. Leveling up system is fair, And I believe as you're getting stronger and as you go down the road, like say you become a captain or a gunnery sergeant, things will take much longer to get towards. But the progression system is the standard in any free-to-play game. So you really have to depend on what you want to spend your points on. Save your points or spend your points. So from this point on, after I got to sergeant, I'm going to start saving points and only buy specific things based on when I have enough for those specific things. That will help the entire squad, not just one or two individuals. So I'm probably going to play this just for about this week, but I would say this game is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not the greatest game, but for a free-to-play game, it's pretty damn good. It's not better than Warframe or anything, because Warframe offers you a whole lot of more stuff and a whole lot of different things and a whole lot of different campaigns and stuff. But for where it started off, like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, when this first got onto the scene about 2 or 3 years ago, first in beta about 2 or 3 years ago, it's pretty good for where it is. And I haven't really run into any like crashes or serious bugs, like real serious bugs that I'm stuck and I can't get out of some place, or I'm running in place for no reason, or I keep glitching and blanking and going in and out of walls, or I fall through a floor or something. So I gotta give kudos to this game for not having like serious bug issues. Like if I have any lags or I get kicked on the game, that usually has to do with my network. But this is good, so I gotta go. I gotta stop talking. Anyone's interested in this game, are free to play it whenever they want. It's okay. I would say it's better than a Call of Duty game with regards to an alternative. No, I would say this is an alternative free to play game if you're into Call of Duty. I wouldn't say it's better than Call of Duty, but I'd say it's an alternative if you're pissed off with Call of Duty or like Fortnite or something. It's a good alternative. But I wouldn't say it's an alternative to Warframe, because that's something completely different. That game has nothing to do with guns and blowing up shit. It's a whole different beast and many other stuff, and its loop progression is far better. But that's a whole different thing. In the realm of PvP arena, this is a good alternative to Call of Duty or Fortnite or Apex or or Vigor. Like if you're getting real tired of those games and you like it and you want more war setting type game, this is more the Steam, or Hunt Showdown. If you really want just war, I would say this is more the thing. And I'm pretty sure as they get like come 2025, they're probably going to throw in 2 more, maybe 3 more campaigns. So far, for what they have from where they came off 2 years ago in the beta, I would say a standard of 1, 2, 3, 4 campaigns is fine. Yeah, but I believe they need to add more than that. Like, okay, so what I know from free-to-play games is every 4 months they add something new, a new campaign or a new item or a new event. So they have one event here, and I'm pretty sure they had more than one event in the past, but they have standard of 1, 2, 3, 4 campaigns. So by 2025 they have to have at least a minimum of, by 2025, 2 additional campaigns. That means 2 tile sets, 2 large tile sets. Now those things take long to design, but within 1 year they should be able to do that. That's 6 months to do a tile set and another 6 months to do another tile sets. So they have more than enough time to give you 2 additional tile sets. It shouldn't take an entire year to give entire area tile sets. So that I would say, even though it's free to play, they would kind of be slow if it would take them an entire year just to build 1 tile set. So at minimum it should take them about 2 years to give an additional 2 more tile sets, 2 more plain area tile sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, by 2025, maybe by January, no, maybe by July or August 2025, they should have 1, and before November or during November they should have another. So they should be a minimum of 2 tile sets. So maybe Maybe they will. Maybe they'll get 3. I don't know. So this is good. This is good. I gotta go.